Good morning, Monday morning. Voice is a little bit better, but not brilliant. I'm feeling a lot better because the wonderful John Green of Green's Garage has just given me a load of the Jakeman's honey and lemon menthol sweets. Right, today is oats day, so they are getting done. The sweets are already in the mixer. I'm just waiting for the pellets to turn up. They should be here any minute now, and they're gonna thankfully help me load them as well, because as I say, they're only coming in 25 kilo bags instead of a bulk bag like that. So yeah, they just waiting on that. And then I've got a trailer which we're gonna have a bit of faffing around with to do, but I might not get onto that today because I've got to go pick up some steel from somewhere. I don't know what it's for, so I've just got to go to Andrews and get some steel. Yeah, so we'll see how we get on. Get these bags. I've got 2 bags made now. I've got another 8 to make up. Not make, but cut them so that they can be folded to be filled from the mixer. So yeah, I'll get in there, and I get the mop chopped later. So tomorrow's video, I should look a bit more presentable rather than like an old English sheepdog. So we'll get there. See you in a bit. Good afternoon. Look at that. Looks a bit better, doesn't it? Definitely more comfortable, although there is now a cold draft around the back of my neck. Going from Yeti to shaved is a big difference. So today I've been pretty busy sorting out this trailer full. This is the one that I was going to weigh yesterday. I think I told you about that. So we weighed that with the barley that was coming down. We weighed it empty. And I filled it with barley and beans in there. And then we've weighed it again just to double check everything to make sure it's all right. And it was bang on our scales, which is really good. So I'm just gonna chuck that trailer in to this little bay, which has worked great, to be honest. I ended up putting the barley in there as well after we'd had the oats in it. So that has worked absolutely fantastic. And then in the green trailer, there is a little bit of barley and beans, which I'm going to have to empty out, put back into the mixer so I can bag it off because someone needs an emergency bag of feed. So yeah, got to kind of jump and get that sorted. Lots of oats here, which are all going to get sorted out, and I need to move them because they're all in the way. So this is the oats and the concentrate. It turned out that the person who ordered them didn't actually need as much as they'd ordered, but everything was already here, so the person I was dealing with said just mix it all and they'll look to try and sell it. So it's now all in my way, typical. So yeah, gonna get that trailer hooked up. Well, I'll get this one shifted first and then hook that trailer up so I can tip it into the bucket of the telehandler, empty the telehandler into the mixer, then put the forks on the other telehandler to then bring it back through. So a little bit of faffing, but we'll get there. We'll get it sorted. So yeah, see you in a bit. So just down doing a little bit of harvesting for a veg box, and we have been requested no more turnips. So, well, they're sweet actually, aren't they? But yeah, it's obviously the turnips out. Now turnips is something we do have plenty of still. So I'll probably be bagging some up and looking to see if anyone wants some for their sheep. Although I did just hear that they're not great for pregnant ewes. They produce a lack of something. So not good for pregnant ewes, but obviously if you're fattening in anything, oh, they are absolutely perfect. So yeah, but happy with how that's looking. You know, a little bit of a quiet week last week has produced a fair bit off. We are still, like I said, towards the end of things. There's a couple of other bits and pieces which are just starting to come on. I've just spotted some absolute wonderful looking ruby chard, which is not going to be too far off. And also some of the purple kale in there, which is great. That stuff's been like the tiniest plants forever. I managed to kind of harvest a tiny little bit. So yeah, my sea of Brussels sprouts seems to be coming to not a lot really. So I think I'm going to get them mown off and turned in. You know, just use it as a bit of roughage back into the ground. I think we're past the harvesting window for these really. They're just starting to bolt now. So yeah, we don't really want seeds. So we'll get them mown off. We'll have another try this year, see if we can get them right. But yeah, can't complain too much. Sunflowers are looking rather dead, but that's what they're meant to do. Still loads of birds and stuff in there. There was a couple of pheasants in here just as I came down then, so still plenty of things sheltering it. Can't complain too much. Right, gonna go get this sorted. See you later. Morning, it is Thursday and I still haven't got a very good voice. So today I'm on with just sorting out the remnants of where the straw pile was. So this was stacked almost to the roof, which have all been sold. And some of the bales were quite old that were in the bottom of it. So it's just nice to get this cleaned out before we bring the trailers down, which has got the newer bales on it. A lot of this is hay, which has been blown over from the cows. I'll show you the cows. They were all stood there just before watching me. Here we are. So that's the bedding which has been blown over. Not intentionally, just it's the way it comes, it drifts over. So that's just sat on top of the straw. Now we are actually burning this because it's not good for anything really. We couldn't feed it to anything because it's been sat here so long. And judging by the number of cats that are around here, which have all just disappeared, literally, apart from this one. There's one there. So all the cats are here, so I'm guessing there's quite a lot of ringies, longtails. For those of you who don't know what a ringy or a longtail is, it is an RAT. Spell that out. On the Isle of Man, because we are very maritime bases, it is deemed unlucky to say that word. So they're called ringies, longtails, big fellas, all that kind of stuff. So there's probably been plenty of them living in here. There's definitely been quite a lot of chickens because I'm finding loads and loads of eggs. So I'm trying very carefully not to break any of them because they are going to sting. Yeah, so that's kind of today's plan. Get this cleared out, and if I get a chance, get the other straw in. But I might not get that far because I'm sure there'll be other bits and pieces I need to do. Yeah, so before my voice goes, I'm going to crack on. See you in a bit. Good afternoon. Try that again. Good afternoon. It is Thursday and I am back in the tractor on the field. I'm just, because of a bit of a break in the weather, you can see clear blue skies, just trying to top off the sunflowers here because they're all done. There is absolutely nothing left in them, so I'm just going to top them off, let them rot down, and then that can be incorporated in. I'm also going to top off the Brussels sprouts because there is absolutely nothing going to be happening with them. So just a bit of a tidying up whilst the ground's not overly wet, and I was mowing the drive as well, so I thought I might as well just come down. I have just displaced the hair because I'm not best pleased, but so I need to get my phone mount back in here, but I'm just about to get to the end of the row, so I am going to have to stop. Yeah, so you can see there what it's doing a good job, innit? Right, see you in a minute. So just on second pass now, and I did the first one up on the sprouts there. Had to make sure that I missed the rows of swede which are there because they're still looking absolutely fantastic. You can see what it's doing to it here, just to the front. So it's mashing it up nicely. Just going to leave that to rot down, and then when we plough, that'll all get incorporated, which gives roughage in the ground, which is really good for everything. Just going a little bit closer on this now, on this cut, because I've not got a ridge. There was a ridge on that side, so I can get really close in here. So yeah, it's looking nice. This is the start of progress. I just need to get my voice back, and then I can do better videos. But I'll have a wander around later if I get time, if not on Friday. And yeah, we'll see where we go from there. So it is a little bit later on. I've just brought the tractor back down from my little tractor back down from my garden where I did have it stuck, and I just took a little bit of getting out using a digger and all sorts of ramps to try and take out any little humps and bumps. But I thought I'd walk back across the field, so I'll show you what we've just done with the mower. Talking is not easy. Well, it is, but it's not. So here we go. So this was Brussels sprout row. Obviously it's not cut them all up. So there's sprout stem has been cut off, and you can see that everything's just there on the surface, and that'll just be able to get incorporated when we do plough, or whatever we end up doing, whether we just use the disc cultivator over it. That'll just chop all that up nicely, put it in as a bit of roughage, plenty of feed there for any microbes or everything else which is in there. The moon's looking very bright, isn't it? See quite well. Yeah, so as for stuff growing, we really are on the end of it. As kale, as cavonero start going to spring greens, so it does taste very nice, but obviously this is now coming to the end. We're not going to have an awful lot left of that to harvest. Spring onions up and about, and they are pretty strong. They're pretty vicious, to be honest, but they are lovely. And then all the way over here, as latest rows of lettuce are looking really good. They're really nice plants, so I'm going through thinning them, which is giving us a nice crop. And then I've got a row of beetroot which is on its way, so they're just starting to bulb up in there, so they'll be the start of this spring's beetroot. This area, oh yeah, I forgot I put beetroot in here as well. Beetroot there, that line. This area is looking pretty good. The rain has made that very soft, so that's just going to take a little bit of breaking down. Could do with a frost. I'm sorry, big thumb in front of the camera. Really could do with a frost. A frost would be amazing on that. Wouldn't be too good for my lettuces, but I don't think there's much that can be done for the lettuces now. So a really nice frost would really break that up, break up the clods, and then some dry weather, so we could get on with the power harrow or the disc cultivator. I'll consult with the farmer about what's going to be the best to do with that. Get that powdered up, and then we can look to get that ridged and start putting seeds in. I was going to come down and open my box of seeds, because obviously that has arrived, but as I've been lacking in the ability to talk, not really kind of too yay about trying to go through the seeds with you, because I can't talk for that long. So yeah, really excited about what's going to be going soon. Just need to get on with it. So big modifications going on at my house at the moment, with a sleeper wall going in, so I might share some photos of that once I get going on it. Just doing the digger work at the moment, so been down here during the day and then going back and doing a couple of hours on the digger at home, which is really conducive to making yourself feel better when you're not well. So home, one of those, isn't it? Just got some more wood chip as well. The big pile of wood chip just there, I've just moved it onto that, so a tree surgeon just dropped some lovely stuff down, so we'll be using that for as paths and stuff as we're doing it, and maybe a bit of roughage in if we need to dry anywhere up with a bit of bulking. So yeah, right, I'm going to walk home. I'm getting out of breath trying to talk to you and walk, so see you later. So 7:30, it's a little bit chilly out here. And this is the work that I'm doing. So thank you to JP Corey for a wonderful rental of a digger. Absolutely fantastic, plenty of lights on it as well. So, and we're digging out, sorry, excuse the child, digging out this section of wall that was here. So now a big pile behind us, and then on the weekend I'll be getting that taken away with the tractor. Now that I've not had the other tractor stuck, so which was stuck just there. So there's a few, and Maple's here as well. Maple's helping. So yeah, this is all the fun, and I'm gonna crack on before it gets too late. See you in a bit. So just down in the garden that I do the gardening. That's generally what you do at garden, isn't it? And it always amazes me. So this is an old swimming pool, which has been converted into a bit of a pond. And look at all that frog spawn. It's absolutely amazing. You will have probably seen this on a short before, once the frog spawn becomes tadpoles. But it's fantastic. I have not got a clue how the frogs get in and out of here, because like I say, it is an old swimming pool. So there is a raised side around it. But there is absolutely tons of frog spawn there. And there's more down there. There's more over there. You can't see my hand. More over there. And there's more down at the far end as well. So, yeah, can't wait for them to get little and wriggly. Good afternoon. It's just gone 3 o'clock on Friday. And, yeah, down here, just done a little bit of harvesting to deliver. And got my box of seeds here. And I'm sat in a wheelbarrow because the floor's muddy and wet. So, falling over backwards now. What's to say? Right, seed order has arrived. It arrived the other day, but I think today is the first day that I'm able to talk well enough to actually go through what we've got and what we're going to be doing with it. So I'm not going to go through everything because you don't need to know the whole lot, just getting the gist. So these are all seeds which are bought from the UK, King's Seeds, and yeah, there's bits of all sorts, you know, like each one of them packets has got 10,000 carrot seeds in it. So, yeah, so as you can see, carrots. Now, this year I decided to do a little bit different from last year and try and kind of preempt things. So last year was very reactive. Someone asked me for something, I put it in. 6 to 8 weeks later, they got it, like the lettuces here. So these were all put in basically to order. So this year I'm trying to really kind of push the ability to have longevity out of the crop. So not just the now, but also over winter and stuff. So I've got some purple sprouting broccoli here. Now this is not something which will be ready too soon. This is a long time commitment, and much the same with the carrots. You know, we'll be putting the carrots in there. We will get some baby carrots, and this is a variety called Nazareth, which you can be used for baby bunching and also for big carrots as well. So we'll probably not put them in this side. They'll probably go in that side, which I'm hoping, if it carries on like it has with the weather, touch wood, we've not seen any rain in the last kind of couple of days. So if it carries on like that, I'll be able to hopefully next week get the power harrow over this area, and then this can be ready to be turned over. Well, obviously the power harrow will turn it over, put ridges in, and I can start getting some stuff in there with the drill. This section, there's a few gaps in here, which what I might do is just cultivate them up. I'm hoping to try and get my rotavator on the back of the John Deere working again, because the John Deere decided they didn't like life over winter and totally stopped working. As you know, you've seen I mowed off where the Brussels sprouts were, and I think I'm going to try and use the disc cultivator, which is that thing there. That was difficult to see, and just turn over that whole area, which is where the pumpkins are going to be going as well. So as for kind of seeds, other than carrots and stuff, we've got lots of chard. I've gone for some more of the Palo Rosa, which is the radicchio chicory. So I'm going to try and put a decent amount of that in. I've got some plants ready to go, which I do need to bring down here. I think we're probably past any frosts, so I will probably put some of them in on some of these rows here, because obviously they're established rows. I didn't go for any peas this year, although I do have some peas left over from last year. Obviously Swiss chard has featured quite well, and spring onions. Now, my spring onions, which are coming up, are looking... That one's not looking great. Let me just try and find a better one. Great work. So, absolutely fantastic. You know, really nice. They smell wonderful. They taste even better. They're a little strong, if anything. So, they've done really well. They were a crop which kind of suffered last year. The row is intermittent, let's say. It's not a full row, and there's not an awful lot of them, but sending a couple of bunches up, just a few of them onto a salad or something, is really going to make a difference. Obviously lettuces are featured highly in here. I've also got quite a lot of lettuce seed already, so I'm going to be starting to sow that and sow it in sections instead of doing a full row like I did last year. I'm going to do short sections, alternating the varieties, and then go again, because I could do that with the seed drill that I've got now, which I didn't have when I put these in. So that's going to make quite a difference to that, so then we don't end up with everything coming at once. My little hearting varieties, which are right down on that far end, are all starting to heart now. Have I got one here? No, I haven't got one there in that box. So yeah, it's all kind of coming together now. And this weather is making everything so much nicer. You know, I'm out, t-shirts, still got trousers on, but that's only because I'm still not feeling brilliant. I would have shorts on if I felt better. And yeah, happy, smiley, feeling a lot better. Thank you for all your get wells and everything. Cement truck. Yeah, so at that point I'm going to leave this video here. I will be dropping this stuff out tomorrow morning, but you don't need to see that. I'm also going to be busy in my garden with the digger and the tractor and trailer from here, so you don't also need to see that. I might put a bit in for next week's video, but we'll see on there. So thank you so much for the likes, subscribes and follows. You know, it does make an absolutely wonderful job at seeing people following us. 110 subscribers now, which is great, and a lot more views per video. You know, we've gone from 3 or 4 views up to, I think we're at 20, 30 views, something like that, which is amazing. I cannot believe it that people are actually watching this stuff. So thank you. And yeah, with that, I shall see you next week. Take care. Have a good one.